Visit any crowded restaurant on a Friday night, and you will see the same performance playing out at dozens of tables. Men talking at a high tempo, gesturing wildly, and listing their promotions or portfolios to win over the person sitting across from them. On the surface, this performance mimics confidence, but underneath the loud stories and the polished jokes is a deep well of anxiety, an attempt to control the interaction, driven by the fear that a single moment of silence will result in a loss of interest. The irony of this high-effort approach is that it actively prevents intimacy. While a man is busy listing the reasons he is a great catch, he is ignoring the ancient biological filter operating inside the brain of his date. Human attraction is an involuntary biological process. You cannot use a logical debate to convince someone to feel an emotional connection. Milliseconds before a woman's conscious mind can process a man's job title or his humor, her nervous system is already scanning him. This is an ancient survival mechanism. Her subconscious is asking one central question: is this person safe? It is biologically impossible to trigger romantic attraction while the brain is on high alert. The body must recognize the environment is secure before these alarms power down. The foundation of building a connection requires signaling to her nervous system that the threat has passed. Creating this environment involves adopting a physical presence that signals security, a state we call the safe harbor. The first biological trigger involves how you occupy physical space. It requires moving the body with unhurried, deliberate purpose. Rushing your movements, fidgeting with objects, or speaking with frantic urgency broadcasts a subtle panic. Her nervous system reads those erratic inputs as a sign that a threat is nearby, keeping her on high alert. This chart compares the physiological difference between rushing and moving slowly. The jagged spikes reflect a body reacting to danger, but when you take your time, her body shifts gears. Deliberate, grounded movement activates her parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state. By demonstrating physical mastery over your own impulses, you offer a direct biological cue that allows her nervous system to mirror your peace. The second biological trigger relies on maintaining a gaze that is simultaneously strong and kind. Most men choose between two extremes: the aggressive, intense stare of a hunter, or the shifty, evasive eye contact of someone too insecure to hold their ground. When you look at someone with genuine interest, detached from a need for validation, you trigger the brain to release oxytocin into the bloodstream. Mastering a kind gaze transforms eye contact into a biological bridge for trust. The final trigger is the ability to hold comfortable silence without the urge to immediately break the tension. Rushing to fill the quiet with noise betrays a needy desire to control the room and distract from internal discomfort. Holding that quiet space without awkwardness provides the room she needs to process her own emotions. You can observe the threat alarms power off through signs of a relaxed nervous system, from a genuine smile to touches to the neck and hair. Her vocal register will naturally drop into a softer tone, and her posture will shift, with her chest and feet pointing directly toward you. These physical reactions cannot be faked. When they appear, the threat alarms are off. These triggers backfire if used as a transactional technique to manipulate an outcome. Female intuition operates as a highly calibrated survival instrument, evolved specifically to detect incongruence in a partner's behavior. If you are slowing your movements purely to get what you want, your underlying anxiety will bleed through the performance. The nervous system knows when you are putting on a show. True presence requires genuine internal comfort. This biology offers a sense of relief. Men do not need to be wealthy or flawless to be attractive. You can retire the role of the performer seeking validation and adopt the grounded, immovable state of the safe harbor. Creating a safe psychological space for someone else recalibrates your own self-confidence. You stop worrying about having the right answers and start being present. A man's authentic, calm presence is more powerful than any performance he could ever stage.